Here's an idea for you. See yourself as an artist when you go to work every day. See yourself as someone who gets to create a masterpiece through your work regardless of what you do. I think every single one of us has a need for creative expression. We all have in our hearts a longing to go to work every day and to create. That's part of what makes us special. Actually, let me put it this way. We all have a creative longing to realize our potential. It's one of the most fundamental of all human hungers. How do you get there? Go to work every day. See yourself as an artist. Be brilliant at what you do. It makes you feel so good. Focus plus time equals genius. Most people, Edison was asked, you know, Edison is a fascinating guy. He had close to 2,000 patents in his life. He was asked, what's the secret of your genius? You know what he said? Most people get up every day. They do many things. I get up every day. I do a few. That is the secret of my mastery. Picasso one day was in a market, and a woman saw him. She said, Mr. Picasso, it's great to see you. I'm a huge fan. He said, nice to meet you. She said, Mr. Picasso, she pulled out a piece of paper and a pencil. Mr. Picasso, can you do a little piece of art for me? Can you do a little drawing? He said, absolutely. Did a beautiful drawing. She looked at it. She said, oh, Mr. Picasso, fantastic. She starts walking away. He goes, oh, my dear lady, that'll be $1 million. She said, Mr. Picasso, $1 million. It took you 30 seconds to do that. He said, my dear lady, it took me 30 years to do that in 30 seconds. When we look at the Bonos of the world, when we look at the leading sales professionals of the world, when we look at the best leaders without title, when we look at the masters of HR, the masters of R&D, we look at the best business people, they say she's gifted, she's smarter than me, she's better with people than me, she just somehow knows more than me, she's got a better education, she had an easier background, she got lucky. You've heard the cliche because it's true, the harder I work, the luckier I get. I'm here today. I'm an ordinary person, but I focused on my craft. I have a burning desire to be excellent. I love what I do. What I do, this leadership message, sharing in my books and speaking is my oxygen, is my DNA. 4 in the morning I get up and I'm working on my craft because I love it. I love it. I think every single one of us can be a genius quicker than you think. Quicker than you think. But if you focus on all things, then to be all things to all people, you can never really get to mastery or specialty. So be stunningly good at what you do on this first big idea of leading without title. Secondly, and by the way, you know, I have found that there's a lot of stress in our world. Would anyone agree with me there's a lot of stress in our world? And sometimes when we become under stress, or we're busy being busy, we forget about focusing on what's most important. Let me, if I may, allow me to share with you one of my favorite stories on stress. I was in a grocery store a little while ago, and I saw a mother pushing her baby. And this baby was crying, screaming like you can't imagine. And I overheard the mother saying, don't scream, Jennifer. Don't yell, Jennifer. Be calm, Jennifer. So friends, I couldn't help myself. I walked over to this woman. I said, Madam, I can't tell you how impressed I am by the way you're speaking to your baby. And she looks at me and she says, no, I'm Jennifer.